The new media is a bit of a different frontier. And part of what makes new media, to me, different is it is much more transparently in line with what I would consider to be a supply and demand equilibrium in terms of content. We don't like to think of media as product because it has such an important role just in society. Like, we need media. We need people to transmit information. We need people to evaluate what goes on. But ultimately, those things are being sold. The death of the newspaper industry, slow as it may be, is as much as anything else a supply-demand sort of issue. It's about the immediacy with which people want to receive information, but it's also about the voice that they want to hear information from. So with the newspaper, you got one or two newspapers in town, you've got X amount of people that read it, but those are the only two things you've got. And the main point of that newspaper is to present this information in a way that as many people as possible can consume. So that's how you get the newspaper reading, going at an 8th grade level. That's how you have the newspaper with as little voice as possible. Just basically words on a page, you go. That's why you can have the Associated Press and it posts their reports in newspapers all over the place, because you're not so much looking in the newspaper for something that jumps out as much. You want quality content, of course, but the voice is not nearly as important. In new media, the voice is almost everything. I would make the argument that in terms of new media in sports as we stand now, whether you like it or not, it really starts with Bill Simmons and kind of trickles down toward everybody else. Because Simmons was the first person that really showed how a non-conventional approach could not just be engaging and not just be entertaining, but could certainly be lucrative. I've worked at ESPN.com. I've seen the numbers. And for years, it's been absurd what Simmons was able to do.